guys, welcome to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and today I am about to have an interview and do a quick walkthrough of the Hackney Haunts in Westminster, Maryland. This is their final night open, haunt attraction being open. So we're going to do a quick interview and a quick behind-the-scenes walkthrough, and then tonight we're going to do actually a walkthrough of the actual attraction. All right, guys, I'll see you inside. All right, I'm here with Carlos and Jason, the owners of Hackney's Haunt. How's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. Good. So tell us a little bit about your haunt.
So we're going into this will be our 5th year. This is actually going to be our final night at this location. So we're doing a summer screen, one night only haunt tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. Admission's only $20 to get you in both haunts. And we're excited for everybody to see what we have, and we're also excited for the next chapter.
Sweet.
We're also doing an unlimited, all you access. You can go as many times as you want for $30. So $10 more, you can go keep going.
Oh, you can't beat that. Yeah. You can't beat that at all. So what's the best part about your haunt, do you think?
So, go ahead.
The best part of our haunt, what I think separates us from all the other haunts out there in the area is that we're very story driven, themed out, and there's the attention to detail, sounds, everything is very themed. When you go through it, you know exactly what you're going through.
Okay.
Like our haunts are small, but they are jam-packed. It's non-stop action. There's no dead areas. We have speakers. We use a lot of technology. Like it's
love it.
state-of-the-art.
I love it. All right. I'm looking forward to doing a walkthrough inside. All right.
Stuff. Everything comes out to be photo ops and just to keep people, having fun out here. So you would come in here to get your tickets, and then I'll show you back here.
Okay.
Watch out.
Yes.
Like I said, all this stuff comes outside. So back here is where our actors come to sign in for costumes. JD.
What's up, JD?
One of the actors here. But so these are all the costumes, and like I said, they're very themed to the storylines. And obviously, it's part storage too. I'm slightly a hoarder, so I just buy and collect as much stuff as I can. Slightly. And then we have characters that fit certain storylines. Everything has a costume. Everything has a purpose, a name, as far as in the haunt.
Okay.
So the actors would come in here, and this is where they come and sign everything. Once they sign, get their costumes, everything, we send them makeup. And I'll show you that one in a little bit back. That's the back of the other attraction, so we'll bring out front. Makeup artist.
Hello, Julie.
Hello.
And this is actually the makeup section. So right now we're setting up, all the airbrush stuff will be pulled out. This is more airbrushing, and over here is prosthetics and her special effects and what she does for us.
And how long have you been doing makeup and special effects?
This is my 2nd year.
2nd year? Okay.
And she's great with latex work, the aura look, and all that fun stuff.
Awesome.
So this is where all the actors will come get their makeup. Since we have such a small setup, this actually turns into my workshop throughout the year, and then I switch it back. You can see tools still here because I was actually just remodeling the haunt. So every attraction, for every event, I redo rooms, I redo scenes, I relight the whole thing.
It's always fresh.
Oh yeah, so if any event you come through, it's completely different. I mean, it's a lot of work for almost no one to notice, but yeah. This is themed out to be more fantasy world, fantasy driven. It's everything you know about Halloween: ghosts, zombies, skeletons, spiders, vampires. This all comes to life in this haunt, and that is like the main concept of this haunt for this event too. So this is a queue line, and this is where we allow everyone to take photos, videos, there's music playing. During haunt season, we did have an actor for this event. It's just photo ops and stuff, just to keep everyone visually entertained.
Even our line ticket taker, they're part of the show.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
So as soon as you walk through that gate, you're in the world.
It begins.
You don't know that you're in the mall. You don't know that this is, an attraction. You're in a world, and that's the idea of everything. So.
Come to go. From under the chairs.
So this is the graveyard. This is where you will encounter ghosts and zombies, stuff from Halloween. If you look around, you see Easter eggs everywhere, and everything is handmade in-house. We
Wow.
foam carve everything. It's not stuff that you can buy from the store. You'll never see this kind of set. I mean, unless someone replicates it.
No spirit stuff here. Like I said, each actor, multiple scare spots. Carlos has turned into one of the best set builders around.
And so obviously you see all the props around it. They're all just for distractions. There's things everywhere. So everywhere you will look, it's left and right. You don't know what's real, what's not, where they're coming from. We won't tell you where any scares are, so you guys can experience it tonight.
Perfect.
We also like being in a building. We also like to put a top on stuff but still meet fire codes. So it helps us kind of pack everything.
Yeah. Now, on a busy night, how many guests do you usually?
It can range from a few hundred to close to 1,000. It's just
Wow.
It's according to the season.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously towards the end of the season, that's when you get everyone that comes out.
Yes.
You know, being in such a small location, we can't really handle a huge crowd. So around 1,000 people a night is usually about our limit for
But the
the
max.
time frame that the mall allows us to be open.
But what we try to do is we try to give everyone a full show. So you feel, it's a personalized show to you. Since we don't have 3,000 people one night, we send people in slower, so now they're getting every scare.
It's not rush.
Missing stuff.
Mhm.
Experience.
Yeah.
Congo
You're
lines.
not backing somebody up.
Yeah.
And also, if you go through multiple times, like our scare actors have multiple spots, you'll never get the same show twice. He can attest to that.
Amazing.
So, and like I said earlier, we redo scenes for every event. This scene was redone in 3 days for Valentine's. This crypt and inside of here. Constantly keeping it fresh, so you never know what's in here.
The smells are a huge part of our show.
Yes.
We get some complaints, but it's mostly good.
So as you go through tonight, all the animatronics you see, all of them are also made in-house too. We try to customize anything we can, anything and everything.
This guy's one of my personal favorites.
Who is this guy?
I don't really have a name for him yet, but he's a recurring character.
The craftsman is amazing.
That's mostly Carlos.
Yeah, I sleep here, I live here, I eat here. Well, I don't eat.
We have a very, very small staff. Like, we have to scare act sometimes. We build, we market, we do everything. It's like we literally have like around 5 people who pretty much take care of everything.
Everything.
So now you're in this section. This is the catacombs. This is when you start seeing skeletons, and like I said, it's everything Halloween based. So skeletons, and all that stuff in this section.
And one example, like I said, actors have multiple scare spots. If you want to come in and take a look, sometimes it's too overwhelming for one person, so we actually have 2 actors in here because we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
A lot of
5
jump
scares.
points. Yes.
Reaper behind you.
Yeah, the Reaper
Oh, yeah,
does
they
as
can
well.
get in there.
He puts his hand through.
Super cool.
And then we utilize technology. We have push scares. So
Now, don't you have like floor switches where you guys are like
Yes.
we have
jump
foot
down,
pedals.
turn
Yeah.
the lights
Sometimes we
on?
have push
Right-
buttons. Sometimes we have
Right behind you, Travis. There should be one all the way
Yeah,
down
right
the
there.
wall.
Oh,
Much easier than that.
So in both attractions, especially now, they're running around like 25, 30 speakers each. So it's extremely loud. I mean, we have speakers just dedicated to us, just an actor himself. So when they hit the trigger, that speaker's cranked up just for that actor. I mean, and there's sounds come from all over the place. Obviously, this is the halfway mark, and that's the makeup section, which we don't need to go there. And as far as, like I said, new scenes built for everything, this was built for just this night. This whole thing, this
Really?
new animatronic brought it in here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, the sounds are probably my favorite part of our haunt. It's just overwhelming.
Yeah. Probably be consistent theme throughout from start to finish your haunts. Nothing feels random.
Just wait till you see the other side now. What we've done.
So obviously, we love putting stuff in people's faces. So everything you walk through, there's stuff touching you. There's things coming at you. There's things, air blasters. It's everything. You're fully immersed.
Sif, stuff in face.
And obviously, this is the spider section. You start seeing spiders and snakes and all that creepy stuff. And this is my little boy. He's a good one.
whoa.
So you're getting a behind the scenes tour, but this is one of the best scares
Yeah.
So you're going to have a little precursor since you've walked through. But I can't tell you how many people have ended up on the floor here because it's dark and
I'm gonna forget about it.
the way
Yep.
you do it, this thing will knock you down.
So things that
this
no
is
one
cool.
no one sees in the haunt, little Easter eggs. Like this is a setup, but right above it is a snake template. You know, it's something small, Easter eggs, but you know you're in the snake's temple pretty much. This part. So as you go through this section, we start transferring into a swampy witch lair. So it gets more foresty, I guess.
We like to kind of start off slow in all of our haunts, and the further you get, the more intense.
Start building up.
So this, which actually I was here till 1 o'clock last night, getting this scene set up. This is where the witches are. It's all demonic. We got a giant pumpkin up there.
Symbols.
The lighting in here is it's pretty cool. It's bright, but it's also not. It's very. It makes you feel like you're in Halloween.
It's beautiful. I love your sets. They're just as good, even better in the light than they do in the dark.
That's the goal.
So lifelike.
So as we're leaving the witches section, now we're about to see the pumpkins, which is why you start seeing some Easter eggs of the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Because we're about to be in the barnyard where the pumpkins live. One thing I always think is funny, this is for my home haunt when I first started. I throw it in every haunt in the most random places. It makes no sense being right here, but it's my Easter egg to the first year I ever did this.
So myself and Carlos both started off as home haunters. My wife and I used to do a Halloween party, and he did his own haunt. I started here 1 year, and then he reached out to me, and then next year he came on, and we've been doing this ever since. So we literally are the story of, yeah, you did a backyard haunt, we should try it professionally. So that's where we are.
That's amazing.
I feel like every haunter starts that way. You have to start in your backyard.
My wife and I, on our honeymoon, actually went to Halloween Horror Nights.
So in here, we're about to enter the barn house, and you might smell a little bit of the scents now, but they get so strong when we're actually operating. But it makes you feel like you're actually in that atmosphere. And like I said, the pumpkins, it's more rotten pumpkins taking over this barn house, so it's greenery all over the place. It's overgrown. This is actually real skin, just so you guys know. I think it's funny. And like I said, the little details, like pumpkins are eating human heads. It's taken over the farm sign. You know, you're really in a farmhouse.
This is one of my favorite rooms in the song.
Shop of horrors / invasion of the body snatchers.
A little bit of everything going on.
Here's another. Come out. Wait.
And after this section, now we enter where the main pumpkin lord is. This is his lair. Our pumpkin king. We worship him.
Wow.
I think didn't they have Pumpkin King at HHN last year? Wasn't that their thing?
Yeah, they had and we kind of recreated our own style and made him one of our icons actually for haunt season last year.
The pumpkin haunt they had 2 years ago was probably one of my favorite ones. That was really good.
And since you guys talked about little shop of horrors,
There he is.
I have Easter eggs everywhere. There you go.
How about that?
Entering this section, now you're in the vampires, which I feel like vampires is so, it's Halloween, right? Vampires. Maybe it's just me, but
Originally, before we switched things over, this was actually the pumpkin layer as well.
yeah.
So we always kind of transition to move stuff.
I repainted the whole thing and redistressed it to be a cave now. It used to be painted fluorescent, so in the pumpkin dungeon section, but you can actually see the residue of them still from the haunt season. Different lighting now and everything, different sound.
Like I said, there are scare spots everywhere. You'll see.
Jumping out from here, I see. It
You'll
looks
see
like.
when you walk through. You'll get to see it. And that's the end of this one.
Beautiful. As always.
Amazing.
Can't wait to see it tonight.
Yes.
The custom work done. Check out his friend Toby's company, Bloomhouse Audio. They are really good at what they do. They've helped us out for years.
And 50% of the proceeds tonight will be.
50% of all profits from ticket sales go straight to Bloomhouse. It's old orbs, so they sell flowers, and also audio, music engineering, anything like that. So we're helping them, and we've collaborated to create this event.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of this.
So this haunt is the Unwelcome. This has completely redone as story-wise. As you go through it, you start off in the queue line, and the radio broadcast starts telling you about how there's
So the name of this haunt is called The Unwelcomed. It's set in 1950s, 1960s when everybody listened to radios. There wasn't a lot of technology. So as he was talking about with his friend who did the audio, we wrote some audio, we wrote like
Some
a story,
dialogue
a
and stuff.
news dialogue. And as you go throughout the haunt, you'll hear the radios about what's happening with the Unwelcome on a Halloween night. And as you go through the haunt, the story progresses. So this is our most immersive storyline we've ever had.
different radio broadcasts in every section. So it's telling you, hey, we have updates, we have updates, we have updates, until it cuts off. And now you're doomed halfway through. It's it feels like you're in a movie, especially with the sounds and the music effects and everything. So
And like we said, we started off kind of slow, and as you go, it keeps picking up and picking up and picking up.
Awesome.
So the theme is the Unwelcome. We're going around on Halloween night. They're breaking into houses. They're terrorizing trick-or-treaters and the families. So this is just your typical house that the Unwelcome have broken into.
and as you see the actors, they're scared. They're like, oh, what's going on? And then you start getting attacked from the intruders.
So we have not only just scares, but we have some victims and stuff in here. People who live in the house.
Nice.
So it's scenically made to look like a house, especially with the light and the sound, and obviously you can see.
Yeah.
It looks like my living room.
You got a pretty living room.
I know.
So we try to hit you from not just base level, we hit you from above. Obviously things come at you, come down, animatronics, everything. And as it'll be a recurrent thing, you'll notice in this attraction, all these vintage antique radios, which is actually where the sound's coming from, the broadcast noises.
Wow.
So as you go through, try to pay attention to that, and it's a pretty cool thing. Boo.
Would have got me here.
So one thing I'm obsessed with is the art of the scare, and Jason can tell you, I'm obsessed. I watch YouTube videos all night. I'm up till 3 o'clock just because I'm obsessed with this world. So one thing we try to do is the hallways. If you notice, they're all 8 feet, and when you go to the bigger room, they're 10 feet, allowing you to want to look up for an easy scare right at the throat, because that's the weakest point. So we try to, control you and how we scare you and stuff. So this is the books, the study room. We have a cool thunder system storm coming through here, so the windows light up when the thunderstorm kicks.
Nice.
And once again, antique radio.
This is where the storyline really starts to kick in from this room. We're not going to spoil anything for you, but this is where the storyline really kicks in.
And once again, like I said, the hallways are 8 feet. When we roofed them, they make you feel even smaller, because I want you to feel like you're cramped.
Yeah.
So when you go into a big room, you're like, you don't know what to do. And we did this cool thing where you can see all the way to the back. There's a cool lighting effect back there, but you can never just go straight. We turn you into a room, put you back into another room, and you're just lost all the time.
So you can kind of see what's going on, but you don't know.
But you don't 100% know.
And pretty much, like, I want to say, like 3/4 of this haunt has been revamped redecorated. I skinned the whole thing, and I was like, Jason, let's do a bedroom right here. And we went at it and redecorated it and everything, relit.
This room is scenically beautiful.
Well, everything's midnight. 4 o'clock.
And the mother is now dying. She won't wake up. Mom, wake up. Wake up, Mom.
Another thing that we do, we have students get service hours, and sometimes there's nothing creepier than little kids.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
We utilize our scare help very well when it comes to that.
So everyone loves this, right? Clothes in your face.
Uh-oh.
Roar. God, so good.
Distraction, right?
So once again, we put you back in the same hallway you were just in. Now you're on the other side of that, shooting you back through another room.
Yeah.
Like I said, we utilize every inch of space that we have.
Welcome to the dining room where the kids are now being slaughtered on Halloween night, unfortunately. They're the first ones to go.
They're the weakest.
Yeah, exactly.
Disposable, right? Kind of actually looks like a Garbage Pail Kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And like again, once I said, you're back in the hallway, and if you look up there, that's where you started. And ideally, the idea was this, as a group comes out, a group's going in, so you're scaring each other. So customers are scaring each other, and we're not doing anything.
Get a lot of steps out of a small area too.
A little transition room.
You guys are not kidding. This is a large haunt.
We cram everything we can cram.
So welcome to the new kitchen room. So this was a funeral home for haunt season, which I'm sure you remember. Changed into a house. This was an autopsy room. It was kind of
We spent hours in here.
we added some new meat, rock meat.
More radios.
Yeah, like I said, there's radios everywhere. So it's, if you pay attention, if you can find it.
You never know what's coming.
See, if I was standing over there, I would scare the shit out of me.
So at this point, you are entering the basement
Jason
of the house.
To scare me.
So we try to keep it to feel like you're going in the house and what would make sense in a house. Take a bit of you guys there. So this is the basement. This is not supposed to be here, but we're literally just adding a few more things right before we open.
Nice.
So like you said, now this is the halfway point. All hope is lost now. Like you're doomed. You're in the storyline. It's not going to end well.
Yeah, and this is where you start seeing gore and dead bodies, obviously. So as you go through, and I'm not going to tell you where any of these actors are, but they're everywhere. They're all over the place. It feels like they're on top of you. It feels like they're...
So also, if you're familiar with the show Ink Masters, we have a local tattoo artist here. His name is Creepy Jason. He actually came to our Valentine Hunt and scare acted. He had so much fun. He's actually going to be back tonight.
Nice.
So he is quite the character. His appearance in this haunt's pretty good.
You have to be a bit of a sadist to be a tattoo artist.
So as we walk through the basement, now we go to the laundry room. Like I said, everything is meant to make sense. A laundry room would be in a basement. So we try to keep it like that.
There's so many scenes.
Yeah. Just one scene after another.
Now you're like in between the walls at this point, You can see from the blood splatter, no one's surviving here. One thing we love to do, like I said, is put stuff in your face. So even if it's not in your face, it feels like it's in your face.
Like I said, we're not a huge budget haunt, so we make do with what we have. We do a lot of bargain shopping, thrift shopping. You can make, if you have the creative mind, you can make a lot of stuff happen.
That's the best way to do it.
This is the office. Now, one thing I always like to point out, the girl that helped do this room, I told her to throw in an Easter egg. This is actually her name. This is one of her awards she won for something.
Wow.
So we try to give the people that help us Easter eggs inside the attractions as well. You know, to showcase their work. It's definitely not a one-man team here. So this whole scene, this whole ending was redone just for this one night, which people say is crazy, but I'm out of life, so.
It's crazy, but you know it's the last night you guys
It is.
so go all out.
So if you did somehow manage to survive the house, now you're coming out into the basement, your backyard.
Nice. You know when you're being scared and like attacked from all sides, you don't maybe pay attention to all the details of the story and what's going on.
So this is the grand finale.
This is the ending of the story.
Yeah, it's game over.
It may be your story, right?
The chainsaw ending.
Can't tell you.
We like to trick people.
Good.
All right, guys, definitely get out here if you're in the Maryland, DC area. Definitely get out here tonight at Hackney Haunts. They got an amazing final show planned. I'm gonna be out here. I'm gonna do a video at the walkthrough as well. So please get out here and show them some support. All right, guys. Thank you for coming to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce. Make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button, and also check out tomorrow, as I am going to have the full walkthrough of this wonderful haunt. I want to thank Carlos and Joe once again. All right, guys. See you next time.